Oh.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to the show.
Happy Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump day.
I haven't seen that commercial in like so long, but that should be an ongoing thing. I want that camel in every commercial.
That's one of those things for me. It's like it just takes me back.
It does. It does.
Oh, you got
my
turn that
volume's
off.
up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We've got the live chat open, so every time we start the live, it's like ad right at the beginning of the thing. And if I don't turn it down, the whole world can hear it.
I know. So we are so happy to have you guys here on our channel today. We are going to be actually doing 2 projects. Surprise, surprise. So if you were with us yesterday, you saw our struggles.
We struggled.
And-
Me specifically.
Well, no, because I was trying to figure it out with you the day before. And I had done the shirt that I brought in yesterday. I did it myself. I don't know why I didn't think about it. If you all are anything like me, I'm the type of person that if I can't figure it out, it absolutely bothers me so bad until I figure it out. So after the live yesterday, I stood in here in our studio and tried so many different times, and I finally remembered with the Electrofoil, you have to let it cool before you peel it.
Literally, that's it.
That is it.
Well, and
also, you don't necessarily have to use butcher paper over it. And I'm going to show you, we've already printed out some stickers to show you guys the exact technique with getting those foil stickers on the clear paper and having amazing results.
Yeah.
So actually, why don't you keep talking to him? I forgot to turn my iron on, so I'm going to turn it on real quick and I'll be right back.
Yeah, so this is like so simple. I think whenever, and you guys might do this too, like whenever I get really involved in a craft project, I will hyper focus on a certain aspect. And I think whenever I was working on those foil stickers for 2 days, I was so focused on the heat and like the amount of time that I was applying the heat, and really that had nothing to do with it. It was, I wasn't letting it cool long enough. So actually it was the opposite problem. So sometimes it's good to take a step back and either get a second set of eyes, or, you know, just rethink about it. Like, get out of it for a minute. For me, I like obsess about it.
Yeah.
When I start working on something, I'm like, I gotta work on it. We're gonna work on it.
And then you have to kind of get out of your head, step away for a second, come back, rethink, and then a lot of times that's what helps the most. The most. But not only am I going to show you the technique behind those foil stickers, which that's going to be what we do first. We're also going to be making a larger than matte birthday or back to school sign. The one we're going to be making today is actually a back to school sign.
It's
because
so cute.
It is super, super cute.
Yeah.
Because I really struggled with making a generic like birthday sign that wasn't themed to one specific birthday or one color scheme. So that's why I chose to make the back to school, because we all have, except for Sadie, we all in this office have kids. So I thought, why not make us a back to school sign so that we could use it for our kids?
Yeah, and it's like the file, so the file will be linked below for you guys.
Yeah.
So cute, pre-made. Like all you have to do is size it to whatever chalkboard that you're using, and then you fill in the chalkboard part like by hand.
So it technically doesn't even have to be a larger than matte. We just wanted to bring an element to you guys to teach you how to do a larger than matte project. If you had a chalkboard that was, 12 by 12, or let's say it was 12 by 15, whatever, it doesn't have to be larger than matte. You can do it all in one cut. We just wanted to show you how to do it in separate cuts to make them larger.
Yes.
So drop us where you are visiting us from. I see Bakersfield, California, Southern Utah, Texas, Anaheim. Wow, we've got, how many do we have watching so far?
Let's see, let me slide this over. We've got about 60 today.
Okay.
So y'all are busy.
Everybody's busy.
Living life. just living life.
Living la vida.
But the good thing about our lives is that they're, you know, here forever. So you can like come back and watch it. If you miss it today, you can come back and watch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess we will go ahead and hop on over if we're ready to craft.
Yes, I'm really excited for them to see how these foil stickers when they're done correctly.
Oh, I am too.
Because they're so pretty. And we like went a little crazy yesterday. We were like, let's make all the stickers.
We literally made all of the stickers, y'all. Like we became, after I figured it out, we were like, oh, what can we make?
I'm like, who wants their logo on a sticker? Send me your logo.
Let's go overhead and show them what we have. So right now, this is what we have. We did do a kiss cut on these stickers that we have. You can't really see. I'm gonna actually do this one first, and I'm gonna put this on Alicia's computer so you can see it all together. So we've done a kiss cut on these, but what I've done is I've just cut them out with scissors around that offset so that I can do all of these in individual colors. Now, if you wanted to do this full foil, oh gosh, that's a hard word to say. If you wanted to do the full sheet in the same color, you can, but like I said, I wanted to do all different colors. So we are just gonna go ahead and dive right in. I think I'm going to do this. These are all of the beautiful colors. Are we still overhead? These are all of the beautiful colors of foil that we have. I did not bring the orange in here.
The StarCraft has like 1,000 more options also,
I know,
though. So.
I know. We need to bring, y'all, this one on a sticker is
I have a sticker right here that you did. She did my Black Arrow Customs. This is my woodworking business. Here.
Let's pull this over here. Okay. Can you all see this sticker? This is Alicia's, her actual Black Arrow Customs, her logo for her business that she has. Y'all, I'm obsessed.
And we made some motorcycle stickers for my husband, and he is obsessed with them too. And I didn't think that he would be that excited about it, but like, if you guys have a man in your life and he is into cars or like motorcycles, print their favorite, like he drives a Suzuki DRZ. So I did that logo in this holographic silver, and he's obsessed.
Yeah.
Like the man cave fridge has stickers all over it, so I guess that's what he's super excited about, is like putting it on the man cave fridge. Okay. I don't know, but they're cool.
So, are we one or overhead? We have one. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these stickers ready to go. I think I want to do, I really like this. It's a good day to have a good day. What color do we want to do that in? I think I want to do purple. I've not done purple yet.
Yes, I love that purple. I feel like I used that for something, but I cannot remember.
I also want to get some bigger stickers. So if you all have any questions, please leave them in our comment section so that we can answer those for you. We did have someone, how do I remove the black lines when making a card so that it doesn't print the lines of the box on my card? Lynn, if you could like kind of explain just a little bit more where the lines are. If you're doing a print and cut, if you are printing a card, if you could explain that a little more, we would love to help answer that question. Yeah. So we'll just start with these two and we'll go overhead. One other thing that I discovered when doing that is using this heat mat that you get or you buy for your EasyPress is also a game changer. That way it doesn't, so the heat source, it keeps the heat around this area. So if I laid it on this granite table countertop, this cold granite is going to change the temperature of the sticker and of the foil. So using a mat is key. What you're gonna do, cut your foil however large you want it. And I'm using this on medium heat. You could probably even do it on low, but I like medium heat personally. And you're just gonna take this and just barely go over it. It does not take a lot of pressure, but we're just going to kind of go over that. Get some of those bubbles out, move it up and down, make sure it gets on there. And then one thing is if you see it start to wrinkle, just kind of, you can move that out.
Yeah, because those wrinkles will show up a little bit whenever.
Yeah. And then what you can do then is, because I'm working on granite, I'm actually going to turn that over. It is a little warm. But that granite, where it's cool to the touch, is actually going to cool down that sticker a lot easier. So you can just leave it and let it cool, or you can hold it up or hold it against like a granite countertop, a window if you have a window nearby that's cool. And then here we go. Moment of truth.
Oh,
so much better. But the good part about that, so it did, you see where it did do that black right there? What we're gonna do, we're just gonna come in here and I'm just going to, boop, touch that just a little bit.
Carol's asking if we're making the reusable milestone. Yes, we're making it. We're just showing you an updated way to do these foil stickers really quick because it takes like literally a second.
Yeah.
And because we didn't really get you guys a super positive result yesterday. So Lauren's just kind of showing you like an updated way to do it.
So as you can see, this obviously worked a lot better. I still had issues here. I think we're having issues with our printer, but we've got more stickers and we're gonna keep on working.
Yeah, and we're not going to be doing this the whole time though.
No.
But you guys, this is like such a cool little craft. So especially after we figured out how to do it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make all the stickers.
So that one, I just did 3 swipes, very easy pressure. I didn't hold down on my EasyPress. I'm turning it up on the granite countertop to take the heat away.
Lynn said, when I make a card, at the end it traces a black square on the inside of my card. That's interesting.
That is. Lynn, if you could take screenshots and send that to our customer service, hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Make sure that they get that and we will try to get that answered for you. Okay, so back overhead. This one is going to be, that one did a lot better.
Ooh, so pretty. I love that.
Let's do one more. What other one do we want to do?
This is going to be done with a laser printer.
Yes, just so you know, this one does have to be done with a laser printer. Do you want to do that one pink or purple? I'm really digging this purple right now.
I'm digging it.
I'm digging
the purple. Also, if you guys are new here or if you've been watching for a while and you've been like on the fence about joining our membership, we do have our $40 off of our yearly membership going on. Today is the last day. And this is like our Black Friday deal. So whenever you guys sign up for this, you're grandfathered in. This is the lowest deal that we offer throughout the year. So if you guys are like have been on the fence, the time to jump is now. Like, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Absolutely.
We're doing actually tomorrow we're doing a masterclass in the Facebook group. That's members only. So we have exclusive content for members. We have a Facebook group for you guys. There's just a lot of like extra training and all of that. Oh,
y'all,
I love.
Can you see that gold, or can you see that foil on that?
That's magic. Is that not the most satisfying thing of your life?
Like, I want to put it on something dark so they can really see how it shines. Or can you all see how it shines? Like, I'm obsessed.
It's
Can
beautiful.
they see it or no?
I would tilt it more.
I'm delayed, so I can't see.
How's that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Like, I wish we could shine. Oh, do we have a light? Where do you have your
Here,
phone?
yeah, you can use my flashlight here. There you go.
Does that help it at all?
No. It's like brighter than heaven in here right now anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, maybe I need to do it with a different color. Okay, let's try Don't Worry, Be Happy with this matte gold.
Okay.
Last time, and then I swear we're going to jump into the milestone one. But
Johannes,
I really want y'all to see how this, we really tested and we got it right.
Yeah, we did. Johanna was asking if, she said, can I do that with iron box? I don't have the EasyPress. I think that you could try this with an iron.
Yeah, because it doesn't take as high of heat as like the EasyPress. It doesn't take that high of a heat.
Yeah.
So I do think you could try this with an iron.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can't really see
I think they're going to be able to see that gold a lot better than the purple, because the purple just looked like shiny black.
I know.
But y'all, these look so good. If you get a good gold one, stick it on my laptop.
Like, here's the thing, like, you can see how, like, there are no spots on that foil.
Yeah.
Foil.
Full.
Listen, we're from the South. It's full. It's
full iron ice.
Okay, here we go.
We're using clear sticker paper.
There
Kathy.
we go. There we go.
She looks good.
She looks crispy.
Crispy.
Crispy. You want this one on it?
Yeah, let's slap her on there. You can really see it here.
Yeah, you can really see this gold on Alicia's computer very well.
I'm gonna grab my charger.
Okay.
I charged before, but I'm dying.
So we are taking this sticker. Now, like I said, we did cut these pre-live just because this is not what the live was supposed to be about. We were just revisiting where we kind of messed up yesterday. So maybe next time when we cut the sticker paper, the clear sticker paper, we use more pressure. I would suggest that.
Yeah, the clear sticker paper that we have been using is a little bit thicker than what I feel like normally it's not that thick. So like 2 passes even could probably do it.
Do we want it here?
That's fine. Whatever
I like
looks
that.
good.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes, queen.
Cute.
Love it.
Yeah, the gold looks good on that
The gold
teal.
looks so good on that green.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We were actually, Alicia and I were actually talking about this earlier. We had someone yesterday that was asking us if you can do this on an inkjet printer. Everything we have seen says just for a laser printer,
Yeah.
but I think we might try to test it.
Yeah, just because so many people have inkjet printers.
Yeah.
And like, we don't want you to just get a laser printer just for the sake of this. I will say a laser printer is amazing.
Yep. Love a laser printer.
They're so good. They're so fast. Like if you're just doing black and white documents, y'all, like if you're printing documents off for work or something, the laser printer is like boom, boom, boom. It is so fast. I didn't even know they made printers that like went that quickly.
Yeah.
But also you don't need to invest in it just to make stickers.
No, I wouldn't invest in it just for foil stickers. It is something that if you have it, great. But like I said, we are going to test it just to say yes, no, maybe.
Right.
Because we want to obviously bring you all the best all the time. And we understand that not everybody has a laser printer. So you never know. It might work.
Yeah.
It might work. It might not.
If it works, we will let you guys
Yes.
know.
So now to jump into our main project, which is going to be our back to school sign. As you can see, this chalkboard that I have right here is very large. This is actually, if I remember correctly, it is a 19 by 30.
Like 30,
I
yeah,
think
I would
19 by
guess.
30, 19 by 31. We're gonna get that measurement real quick. So, okay, we've got 29. So it's 20 by 29. So I was close.
She's big.
She big.
Yeah.
She real big. And as you all know, when it comes to cutting on your Cricut, the largest you can cut is 12 inches in width and 24 inches in length. So the way that we're going to do this today, because it is 20 by 29, we're actually going to be cutting this. We're going to separate our sign out into 3 sections. So we're going to have a section here, we're going to have a middle section, and then we're going to have a top section. And I'm going to show you all how you can line this up and place this. First, we're going to be doing multiple colors of vinyl, and it's going to be beautiful in the end. So we'll go ahead and go overhead. Obviously, part of the materials that you are going to need is your chalkboard, but I'm going to pull in everything else that we need. I'm going to be using a light grip mat today. As you can see, I've already printed out the bottom portion of our sign, plus all of our little doodads, and I'm going to show you how we're going to place all of these together. And another fun fact, all of this transfer tape that I am using is actually transfer tape that I have been using for a week at this point. So,
reduce, reuse, recycle, people.
Frugal Franny over here loves to reuse. And these are all of the colors that I used for today's craft. Now, these are different. All of these colors are different brands. I'm going to just go ahead and be completely transparent and honest with you guys. This is the Tech Wrap, the green and the pink. Y'all, this Tech Wrap vinyl cut like butter.
And we had not, I don't know that we'd placed an order with them. Since I've been here, we haven't.
No, I've never used, this was the first time I personally, no, we use it, I think we might have had one sheet.
Okay.
And I used it, but y'all.
I placed a huge order on their website. I got all their holographic vinyls. Yep. I got their neon. They have color changing. Y'all, we're going to do something with that color changing. It's it's like ice color changing. So when you have a cold drink, it changes into like a bright neon color. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yep. This is just the Oracal. I think I have a couple different sheets of Oracal. Y'all, this is Avery. I literally went through our bins and just picked them by color. We do have StarCraft. What is this? Style Tech Craft? I've never used, so I don't know. It's all different kinds in the house today. Really and truly, if we'll go back to one, StarCraft is our go-to here. Oh yeah, our white is StarCraft. Like, we can never have enough white. So if you, like, you can probably find these colors or colors similar through StarCraft. If not, if you want to splurge a little bit, now I will say the Tech Wrap is a little more expensive than normal vinyl.
The color options, though, much better. The quality is significantly, not better than StarCraft, really, but like than other general vinyls, I would say.
Yeah, so their color selection is super big. Like, and I love it. They have, I don't want to say more modern colors, but they have
trendier colors, probably, like things like that are more in style right now, like lavender and that burnt orange color and stuff like that.
And you can actually buy them in color combinations, which I love.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and jump over into Design Space, and I'm going to show you all how we're going to separate our sign to get it ready to cut. I am going to cut the middle portion of our sign today, and while our machine is cutting, we will start assembling our sign. So make sure if you have any questions, drop them here in the comments while we are working. Denise says when I reuse it, it leaves a sticky residue. I've never had an issue with a sticky residue on
the Caesar transfer tape is like chef's kiss. It is my favorite.
The best.
It really is the best. And I used Oracal transfer for years until I worked here. And now I use Caesar. I will never use anything else. Yeah. It's like the perfect tack.
We love the Caesar.
I mean, it can pick up everything. I love it.
Okay, so we're gonna head over, the more trendy colors one we were talking about was the Tech Wrap. We're really digging Tech Wrap right now. So we're gonna head over to the Makers Gonna Learn website. If you are not a Makers Going to Learn we're not going, we're gonna. If you're not a Makers Gonna Learn member, all of our cut files are exclusive to our membership. We release 1,000 new cut files a month, and right now we are having our absolute best deal. Today is the last day for that, so I'm going to search back to school, and that is going to pull up our back to school sign somewhere in here.
I'm going to pull a link for you guys. If you see Alicia Griffith's comment with a link to Tech Wrap, that's me. That is me. I'm going to show you guys where exactly we got
well, now
those
I know
vinyls.
that I have this. Let's try back to school sign. And this has been uploaded to the website. There's also a my first birthday, or not first birthday, there's a birthday sign as well. There it is. Haha, first day of school, not back to school. First day of school sign. So this is where you are going to find that. To download this, you are going to click this little cloud icon with the arrow pointing down. It will download. Down here, you're gonna open it up. It is a zip file because it has a PNG and an SVG. Today we're gonna be using the SVG version of that. You could even, if you wanted to go in there in Design Space and make like little stickers, you could do that and customize this. So we're gonna now jump back over to Design Space. Once you have that downloaded, you're gonna go over here to the upload. From there, you're gonna upload image, but because we already have it in our library, I'm just going to scroll down here and click this and add it to Canvas. We do not have an affiliate link to TechWrap right now, unfortunately. Y'all, if y'all know anybody
That's a good idea, though.
If y'all know anybody that works for TechWrap, let us know. So this is gonna pull in as a 15 by 22 inch sign. That's fine, we're not gonna resize it right now. This is all grouped together. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go up here to the right-hand side and I'm going to click ungroup. Now you might ask, Lauren, why are you ungrouping this? I thought we wanted to keep it all together. Yes, we do, but we need to delete out all of this first. That way you can, when you make your sign, you can reuse it year after year after year and not have to go back and take the vinyl off and put new on there, because that will, you can just write it in with chalk. So we're going to actually select the whole name, Hannah, and we're going to delete out Hannah. I want to delete out 5th grade because I want to be able to write in the name of the grade every year. We are going to contour this because this is when we ungrouped it, this all came in together. So I'm just going to go down here to the bottom right hand side. You're going to click that. I'm going to contour out the years old. All of this, actually it might be easier, let's see. This is the only thing with the contour. We want this, we don't want that. Sometimes working with contour, it's easier to work with this side panel here when you have little things like this. Okay, we have all of that out. So we have, really and truly, if you wanted to leave the years old, you could. I'm not going to. I'm actually gonna have to come back over here to contour because I contoured out the middle of that A. Let's go down here, there it is. Okay, but if you wanted to really customize it even more, if you wanted to leave that blank, you could put, I am something else. If you wanted to do years old, or if you wanted to change it and do height, or if you wanted to, you know, you could do it however you wanted to. So we're just gonna delete this out. So it's really, you can make it whatever you want. So I'm gonna contour out tall.
You could also just slice those out.
You can slice, or you can slice or contour, either one.
Yeah.
I'm missing one there. Okay, so we have contoured that out. The things I love, obviously that's going to change from year to year, so we're going to delete that out. We're going to delete out Miss Campbell. We're going to delete out what you want to be because that will change, and then delete out the date because once again that is going to change as well. So now we've ungrouped everything, so all of this is going to be separate. So what we want to do now is we want to select all of this. We're going to scroll down and make sure we've selected it all. And then we are going to group it back together. Now, remember we said that we measured our sign before. This is where you're going to put in your measurements for your sign. So we said the width of our sign was 20 and the height was 29. So I don't think I want it the full 20. So I'm gonna go 19 by 28, and that actually works out perfect because that means that our height is right on, really close to the 29, and that way it gives us a little more wiggle room. Now that will leave an inch on for the sides. So you may have to, those little dots right here are not going to touch exactly. But the cool thing about it is if you wanted to come back in here and just like contour out 2 of these little dots and add them in on the side, easy peasy, like not a problem. So now we have our sign, and it is 19 by 28. Now what we need to do is we need to figure out where is the best spot to really separate this sign. So my advice, I think if we really start right here, separating this to probably down here around the ruler is going to be the easiest. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a shape. We're just going to grab a square. We are going to come up here to the top, and we're going to unlock that square. And the reason we're going to unlock that square is because it's no longer going to be a square. I'm going to move it around. So I'm going to make it the width of the sign, and then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to cover the ruler, but make sure that I'm not, and we're going to zoom in. Let me zoom in. So I'm covering up this ruler. You can see, you can't see the ruler. I could actually arrange and move this to back, send it to back so you can see. So that's actually pretty close. We're going to move it down just a smidgen more because we have a little bit of room. So you want to make sure that that rectangle covers all of this here, but it still is not dissecting or going through the middle of one of these dots. The reason being is because what's going to happen if you go through the middle, it's going to slice that, and then that half of that dot is going to cut with this portion, and half of the dot is going to cut with the bottom portion, and we do not want that.
You'd have to like manually line the dots back up.
Yeah, this leaves us a lot more room to work on that. And as you can see, we are in our parameters to work with a 12 by 24 mat. That's where it really gets you, is you need to make sure that you are in the parameters to work with a 12 by 24 mat. So no, this is not going to cut like we're gonna put it on like the vinyl. Let's go to number 1. So no, this is not going to fit going horizontally. The way you're gonna cut that is you're gonna turn it vertically, and your sign and your dots are actually gonna cut vertically, and then you'll just turn it horizontally when you lay it on your sign. So back in design space, let's see, Carol says, I like Lauren's idea about dividing, but this is just me. I would divide it so I don't have to line up those adorable vertical dots and get them straight. Well, the reason that we are doing it this way is because if I were to take this and I just wanted to ungroup and just do the dots, I just want to show you how large these dots are for this. So if I ungrouped everything and I kept all the dots together, and then I just cut my words out separate and lined them up this way, the dots we're looking at 19 by 19. We don't have a Cricut that is set up to be able to do that. So that's why we have to separate, we have to separate the dots.
Unless you did it, if you weren't doing a larger than mat, you could keep the dots together.
Right.
If you were doing a smaller sign, you could keep the dots together.
If you were doing a smaller sign where the all of the dots would fit, you would not have to do that. Not at all. So I'm gonna zoom back in to make sure I'm not on there and I have room. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. So if you don't feel comfortable separating these dots, I would just suggest buying a smaller chalkboard. Now the chalkboard that we have, we got from Hobby Lobby. Obviously we got it not at full price. We got it when they do, is it the 50% off? Or is
yes, they do 50% off every other week.
Yes.
And everything swaps out, so.
It was about, I think it was $30, $35. But you have to think, yes, this is very, I mean, $35 for this chalkboard just for a back to school sign. But like, Ruby's not been to school yet. So
Right.
if you made one for her and you used it for 12 years.
Yeah, and use it for all their birthdays, and you use it, and you can replace the vinyl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's really, to me, it's a no-brainer if you have kids or grandkids. So just divide it above the horizontal line. Once again, if we go down to the horizontal line, we're looking at 13 inches, which is still going to be too big to cut on the mat. Because that was the first thing that I thought about doing, was doing that as well, but that did not work. So I thought maybe I'll move it up, and actually I think I like this better. That way, this line, I know I can get this line straight because I already have 3 dots on here that are going to be straight.
I wonder even, Lauren, if you made that rectangle this way, so, and then you cut your line off down the middle.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I just wonder, like,
doing it this way.
How long does that make it? It would fit on a 12 by 24 mat that way, right?
Yeah, it would.
And then you would just line up the ones on the right side. So you could do it.
No. This is why I didn't do this, because I thought about this too.
I figured you did.
I did. I forgot. So this is why I did not do this, is because look right here at this dot. Right here and right here. Oh, the way that those dots are lined
where they
up.
Land.
To bring this over and not get that dot, it cuts all the middle ones off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and cut that one too, but then we're looking at cutting that one off. It just didn't line up right the way that I get what you're saying, Carol, and I 100% like that was my first thought.
Yeah.
Was doing the vertical line and cutting left side, right side. Completely made more sense to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are ways around it, but we're going to cut them this way just because that's how I already have it cut.
Yeah.
And this was the reasoning behind it, is because it cut off that dot and it messed up that top one as well. So I am actually I've already got this all separated out. One other thing is let's get this back over here. Let's bring it to front. Oh, we want to bring it all the way to front. Here we go. So we're going to arrange this, and I'm going to continue to show you guys how we do this. Pull it over, send it to back, make sure that it's there. We're going to zoom in, make sure it doesn't cut anything off. It's right there. I'm going to move it up just a smidgen here. Now, once I have that in place, I'm going to zoom back out, select our sign, and also select that, and we are going to come down here to the bottom. Now I remember, I grouped them and I didn't attach them.
Because if they're not a solid image, you can only slice with 2 images.
Yes.
So like if your image is, if y'all are like, why can't I slice it?
Yes.
When you're ever making something, if you don't attach everything, it's gonna be like, that's like 15 images, and I'm not slicing
So
it.
what you need to do, I remember, you're gonna duplicate this. We're gonna hide this first one that you duplicated, because what happens when you attach, if you've been around the Cricut world, you know that when you attach everything, did I not hide? No, I didn't have that one, this one. When you attach everything, what happens?
It changes color.
It changes color.
Yeah, it's all the same color, we should say.
So boom, it changes color, but we don't want it all to be the color to be changed. So I'm going to select this one and select our box and select our sign. We are now going to, it's still not letting me slice. You know what? We're gonna weld this. We're just gonna weld it. There we go. We're gonna weld it.
Weld it makes it 1 image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna weld it, and then we're going to select this and our square, and we're going to slice it. Now, what that's going to do, it's going to slice that middle part out, and that's okay because it's all gonna be the same color anyway. So we're gonna take this one back down. We're gonna come over here to our side. We're gonna delete out this one. We are going to, let's see, which one is the gray? It doesn't matter. We're gonna delete out one of them, and then we are going to pull this down. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take another shape, we're gonna grab this square because we want, once again, we want that bottom one separate from the top one as well. So we are going to pull this in, unlock it, and we're going to size this accordingly. And then maybe, there we go. Okay.
I didn't realize how heavy this project was in Design Space.
It is very heavy in Design Space.
I did not know. I didn't.
So now we're going to
that.
select that one and our square, and we're going to slice it out as well. We're going to delete this one. And actually I want to undo because I wanted to keep the blue one. We'll delete that one. So now this one is separate from the one up top, okay? We're all good. Now what we're going to do, this is going to be, I want you to stick with me. So this is where it kind of gets crazy. Obviously I want my apples and my pencils to cut in color. This is all the same color right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this and I'm going to contour. This is why I'm going to contour. Let me show you. Because I want to take this ruler out and I'm going to take our apple out. This is why we duplicated to begin with. Remember, we duplicated. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to contour this. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to contour all parts of my pencil out. And then we have this left. Now, I want my first day of school to cut in white as well. And the first day of school will cut all by itself. So once again, we're gonna come to contour. And we're gonna contour out our apples and our pencils. This is where I need you guys to just stick with me, please, because this can get kind of confusing. Where are we at? Why is it not scrolling down? Okay, we're just gonna go to contour.
This is gonna sound really weird, but
I actually really enjoy doing stuff like this in Design Space.
it would stress me out to teach people how to do it. But like personally, I really enjoy what, oh, can you hear me?
Oh, Alicia's mic went dead.
Died. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna get some new batteries.
Okay, so we're contouring, we're contouring, we're contouring.
Okay.
And I think I have it all. Yes. So now, oh, I contoured the eye out of first. Let's go here. And let's put my eye back in. There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we have, this is all gonna be cut in white. So let's just go ahead and change it all to white. Okay, we're gonna select all of it and we're gonna change it all to white. Now what I want you to do, I know this seems like a lot, we are going to unhide our other sign. Now we're going to come over here. We're actually going to click this and we're going to ungroup this sign. Hang with me, I promise. Hang with me. So I want to click this and the first day of school. I want to go to arrange.
I think your mic is dead, Warren.
My mic is dead?
Carol's saying. What?
She can hear you?
You can hear her, Sadie? Yeah. Okay. Carol retracted her statement,
Okay.
so she must admit me.
So we're going to line this up where the blue one is, and then once we have that lined up, we're gonna work from our panel over here, and we're gonna find the blue first day of school and delete it out. Y'all, stick with me.
You're doing
promise.
a great job.
I promise. This is very confusing. So now we're going to line up our white over this navy blue, and then we're gonna line this white up over this navy blue. And then we're gonna once again come over to our side. We're going to delete the word date. We're going to delete when I grow up. I am. We're going to delete that basic cut. We're going to delete my teacher is, the other I am, and then we're going to make sure that our dots are all deleted, okay? So now we have exactly the sign lined up, but it's all, if you look over here, it's all going to still stay separate.
Beautiful job, by the way.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure that we go to color sync. Make sure you go to color sync. With this file specifically, for some reason, two of the pencils, or like two lines of the pencils, are different color yellows from the ruler and the other pencil. So I'm going to click and drag the pencil lines up to this yellow so they're all the same and they all cut on the same piece of vinyl. You can also see that for some reason the tips of these pencils are different colors. I'm going to click and drag so that they're all the same colors. So now we have two little dots that I don't know where come from. And we're gonna go to Layers panel and we're gonna find them and we're gonna delete them out.
What I was saying before our mic died is I enjoy figuring out how to cut things like this, but it is so hard to teach this. So you're doing a really good job.
It is
10 out of 10.
It is hard to teach this. If you've ever tried to teach someone how to do larger than matte cutting, it is a little difficult. So we're gonna go back to color sync and make sure they're gone. Ha! Yay, they're gone. So now, finally, we are ready to cut. So what we're gonna do, I want to go back to layers. I'm actually just going to unhide. So I hid all of the work that I did previously, and I'm going to unhide this to make sure that it's the right size. Look at that, y'all.
Would you look at this?
Would you look at that? Would you look at it?
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Okay, sorry. Where's it at? This is the thing with working with your layers panel. If you have a lot, it can get confusing. So we're gonna click Make It from there. Obviously, we're doing this on the mat. We're gonna click Continue. And now you can see that this is all separated into different mats and different colors. See, we have our little, see, I can actually change this one. I'm gonna change this one to a 12 by 12 mat. You can change all of those to a 12 by 12 mat if you want to, or you can just keep it on a 12 by 24. You can still use that 12 by 12 mat. So before we start cutting, one thing that I want to make sure you all do, and this is gonna come in handy, this is forward thinking. This is where we need to be forward thinking. So I want you to move, these are going to, Cricut is going to squish all of our images per color as close as we can, as close as they can to save room for, or save vinyl. This is tiny anyway, so I want you to separate these out, and this is really gonna come in handy when you are putting your different colors of your pencils together and your apples. So like this is the metal part of the pencil close to the eraser, so I'm just gonna separate that out. Here are our apples. Once again, I'm gonna separate those out, and what I suggest is bring them down just a little bit, because when you are layering, if we wanna go overhead, you can see that I have layered these already, and what I did is I picked up the apple portion onto a piece of transfer tape, and then I picked up the leaves and I just put it back right down on the transfer tape, or on the backing that the red part of the apple come from. So going back over to Design Space, when we leave a little area up here on the top and we cut out the backing and the vinyl all the way around it, we still have room to place those leaves so that we can hold that there until we're ready to place it on our board. So same thing, this is the top part of the pencil. I suggest you just space those out. The pencil, okay, this was something that I ran into the last time and I completely forgot about it. So we're gonna cancel the cut. We're gonna go back. With this file, this is funny. These two parts of the pencil, right there and right here, for some reason are not attached, welded, grouped, whatever. We are gonna weld those two pieces together. That way when we go to cut, they're already there. So we're gonna go back to make it. Remember, I'm not gonna go through moving all of these, but I am gonna go back to the pencil. One thing I suggest with the pencils is I suggest moving them down and separating them out so that you have room here and room at the end. So when you are putting your pencils together, you have room to put the tip of the pencil and the eraser. And if we want to go overhead, this is what I mean. So I cut this to where I could use the backing to place all of these together. And I actually have a pencil here that I'm going to show you all how I put it together and then place it on this backing. And where is my silver part of my pencil?
You think it's out there?
I'm sure it's somewhere. It was very tiny. I can just recut it. It's not a big deal. I can recut that.
I can run out there and check. Let me see if it's on your desk.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So we are going to start with this portion. This is the center portion. We're going to cut this so we can go overhead. You can see on screen that this comes down to the 19-inch mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my vinyl. Can they see this? We're going to place it down on our mat. And I don't know about you guys, but a true control knife has become my absolute best friend when it comes to crafting, because I'm able to come in here, place my vinyl on my mat, roll it, especially when I'm cutting on a 12 by 24 mat. I am obsessed with it.
I didn't see it out there.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. So we are going to move this around. You don't have to get this perfectly centered. I'm just very OCD about it. I was about to say another word, but I'm very OCD about it. So I'm going to, because that does come down right at the 19-inch mark, I'm probably going to go on down to 20 to give, or maybe right in between the 19 and 20 to give myself some more room. And we're going to take our true control knife and I'm just going to slice all the way across my vinyl. And boom. That's like one of my favorite go-to things when cutting vinyl on a mat, on a 12 by 24 mat. So we are now going to go to continue. We'll hop back over to Design Space. We are going to select our Maker 3. And this is our new Maker 3. So excited. While this rotates, if I've been going too fast, please let me know. I've been trying to really trying to go slow so y'all understand, but if there's something and I'm going too fast or something you want me to repeat, please let me know. So we're going to select, we're going to go ahead and select our premium vinyl, the matte. I know it says removable, but it's still fine to use that. We are going to come over here to our Cricut, and we are going to load our matte into our Cricut. Hey, do you care to grab me some transfer tape? I did forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome sauce. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and by the way, make sure there's nothing in behind your Cricut, because if you're like me, it just almost knocked my cup over. So because we're fixing to get down and dirty and get this sign made, I'm gonna throw my hair up and I can put it in a bun.
I need to get us some more of this Caesar.
I know, we're about to run out. That's
I don't know how big this was, but it was a lot. And we went through it.
That's why I've been reusing the same ever since. Like I've been using the same for like a week. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that my Cricut is cutting correctly because I am.
That's the new one.
I know.
So it better work.
But it still makes me nervous.
I actually want to say, I don't think I cut anything with it yesterday, so that might be the first thing.
Okay.
That we've cut with it.
What we're gonna do, where's our paper towels? Oh, they're over here.
Sorry, I moved those yesterday.
It's fine. It's fine. Because this is very dusty, I'm going to grab a couple paper towels and I'm going to grab some alcohol and I'm going to wipe this sign down. This will also help with your vinyl sticking to the surface. How many people do we have? I feel like nobody's commenting.
70. They're not. No one's saying anything. They must be paying really close attention.
I hope so.
So we're just not getting to the cutting section on my live feed.
Okay.
So I think that's probably why. I want to say it's a little bit delayed. Like, I don't feel like it's normally that far behind when I'm watching over here.
Okay.
Because I kind of keep it pulled up so we can see like what's going on.
Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some transfer tape. And you're going to make sure that it fits. If it fits, it ships. Right? Is that the...
That reminds me
Is that
of,
UPS or...
I don't know, but that reminds me of the Kmart commercial, and they're like, I want to ship my pants.
Oh, yeah, and that is, or is it Kmart?
Is it Kmart?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Carol says, after years of crafting, I still don't put enough pressure on the knife to use it to cut vinyl. I end up cutting it with scissors. Lauren, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much pressure did you use to cut that vinyl?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say about a 5.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
And that's probably what I did. So I cut a pretty large piece of transfer tape, but we're gonna be reusing this transfer tape, so it is okay. It'll be big enough to, I hope it'll be big enough for that too. I hope I made it big enough. So what we're gonna do is, I know I'm not on screen, but I wanted to make sure I got it. So we're gonna put our transfer tape down, and then I'm gonna come in with our burnishing tool, and I'm going to burnish. Y'all, I don't know if anyone else has been having issues with gnats, but I am over the gnat situation.
I have them bad at my house
Tennessee.
right now, too.
What?
I have them bad at my house, and honestly, I thought it was my plants, but they're kind of bad here, too.
No, like, I don't care how clean I clean the house. Like, I put out the Dawn and dish soap, or the Dawn vinegar, sugar, water blend
To catch
stuff
'em,
to catch
yeah.
them, which it's that, if you all are into, like, natural ways to kill them, that is hands down the best.
Yes.
But still, it's like it doesn't matter. They are still everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I was just trying to understand everything that was going on in Design Space. Y'all, I know, I'm sorry, like, that's why it is a lot. So I really appreciate you all sticking with me with this.
Yeah, Naisha said, I'm paying close attention and eager to see the finished product. So I think everyone's just like in the zone, which is good.
Right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do before officially laying this down.
You want some parchment paper? You want some freezer paper?
Yeah, give me some parchment
I
paper.
You some, girl.
Give me some parchment paper.
It would make
baby.
It would make me nervous.
Yeah, it does. So this hack that I'm fixing to show you, I bet there's some right here, Alicia.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
I bet there's not, now that I say that. So this hack that we're fixing to show you, where we're using, I think we're gonna, whether she brings me parchment paper or freezer paper.
Is this okay?
Great.
Okay.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
Perfect.
So we're gonna, ooh, I've got this upside down. We're just gonna cut this with a scissors. I actually just did a video using this method. Is there vinyl you can recommend for buying in the UK? I don't know.
I don't know. Can you get Oracal in the UK?
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to leave one dot open there, and I just want to leave like one dot. I might need to move this up so they can see. Are we overhead? Okay. So first of all, I'm using the shiny side of this this freezer paper. And I'm gonna cut this edge here, because for me to line this up perfect, I want to leave the freezer paper not touching this bottom dot the freezer paper not touching this side and not touching this side. Would you like to be a peach since we're already at 1 o'clock and weed this for me?
Yes, I will.
Awesome. Thank you, friend. Here you go.
Thank you.
So, what we're gonna do is I'm going to make sure here, and I've actually done a little more, but that's okay. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay this down here, line it up on the sides. This way I know my middle does not get pressed down, and I think that looks good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to pull this up on the bottom. We are going to press this middle dot down. We're going to pull this back. Can they still see? You're going to take our freezer paper off. Now that we've got that, and it will not stick to your freezer paper, so we're just going to pull this off. Remember, that dot is still stuck. We've still got our transfer tape stuck down there. Da, 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 da. And then guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna roll. We gonna roll.
Roll with the flow. And I could put it in a bun. That song's stuck in my head.
You're welcome. And then once again, we are going to take our burnishing tool. Now, I'm not saying that the way that I use the freezer paper is the exact way. Y'all, one thing about crafting is do whatever works best for you. Your brain may work different than my brain, and that's okay because we're all different individuals. We think about things differently, so I'm not saying this is the only way that you can do this with the freezer paper hack. You can do it however you want. Whatever feels best for you, do that. Do that.
I just want y'all to look. Look how one piece StarCraft vinyl.
Crispy.
She's crispy.
She's so crispy.
She's got my finger.
So crispy.
Okay.
Okay, somebody said, would this work on a giant dry erase board too? Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a cute idea too. I love that.
A few giant dry erase boards on hand. This has me thinking about doing something similar. To create a checklist for my son for cleaning his room and chores. That's perfect.
We've been talking about a chore chart.
We've been talking about doing a chore chart and doing like a laminated chore chart. So,
a dry erase board sounds like a good idea.
And while Alicia is finishing weeding that, I've got to cut one of these little pieces of silver.
Oh yeah, for the end of the pencil?
Yeah, for my pencil.
Here's this one.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. So before I start that, I'm going to, y'all, I got a lot going on over here.
You're doing it. You're getting it done.
Okay, we're gonna move our transfer tape here in the floor. We're gonna put our silver down. This is just because I lost the little piece that goes on the pencil because I really want to show you guys how to do the pencil. Then I'm gonna come back to Design Space and I'm going to scroll down to my silver portion. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. We're gonna edit this because I need to pull this apart a little bit. So we're gonna edit, pull these apart. There we go. And then we'll cut this. We're just gonna, we'll do this since it's glossy. Okay. Now that we're getting this cutting,
this is like a straight up live crafting session.
For real, like we actually did not make one of these beforehand. We decided because the board was so big and it was a little more expensive, we decided not to make one beforehand and we were just gonna make it on the live with you all. So here we are.
Sometimes our lives go a little bit longer, but like in reality, do you guys just sit down and craft for exactly 1 hour? No.
Oh my gosh.
You have a craft afternoon and you craft all day long. So if we go over a little, oh no.
I'm still going to reuse it.
You can do it.
Nope, I'm not going to reuse it.
Okay.
I can't. I just ripped it.
It's okay.
Well, that was a me problem, but I swear we're still going to reuse
that
some.
mat is like janky.
Oh no, because it's because that was on there. There we go. Now it's running free. There we go. Perfect. Whew, thanks. You saved me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, we're gonna cut some more transfer tape because
use it later.
I dropped it. I am gonna save this to use later. And then we're gonna push our board out of the way again.
When does everybody start back school? We start back August 1st here. Well, when does Asher go back to school?
Asher goes back the 8th on his birthday.
Oh yeah,
on his golden birthday.
Oh,
yeah.
Bless.
Yeah, my little guy turns 8 on August 8th. He has a golden birthday coming up, and we're so excited. Okay, I don't want to move this chalkboard up so far that that it falls off the table. So now, once again, we're going to use the taco method to put our transfer tape down. It's a little crooked. It'll be okay.
Do you line the grids up whenever you use that? Like the grid line marks on the transfer tape with whatever you're doing?
No, I just lay it.
Okay,
I just lay it down. As you can see, like there's a couple pieces up here that are just like partially on the transfer tape.
As long as it's touching, that's all that matters.
As long as it's touching that transfer tape, y'all.
That's right.
Touching is good.
It's gonna be so cute. I knew it was gonna be cute, but like it's really coming together. I love it.
Now, one thing I suggest is obviously starting with the bottom and working your way up. And then that way you can always add the other little pieces in. Oh, see, I almost lost a dot there.
Don't lose your dot.
Got it. Oh no, I almost lost 2 dots.
SOS.
Someone send help. Come on. Pick those last dots up.
I don't know if you mentioned this, Lauren. You missed a letter.
Ooh. Hey, look, not a big deal. You know what we're gonna do? Oh no. We're gonna move it. We're gonna move it.
You can use a weeding tool to just pick it up and replace it.
Watch this. Where's our tweezers?
They might be there. Those little pin tweezers are amazing for this.
Reverse tweezers are a lifesaver. We're going to come in with our reverse tweezers. We're gonna pick up that C. We're gonna try not to stretch it.
Kathy says we go back the last Monday of August. My son will be 11, September 3rd. His birthday falls the same this year as it did when he was born.
Aw, how sweet. Okay, see? Look.
Magic.
Perfecto. Now, once again, I'm going to use my little hacky-do. And we are going to put this last dot down. We're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna throw it down because I'm over all of this stuff.
You don't need it, just throw
I don't know about you all, but having a mess when I'm trying to craft, me and Alicia are a lot the same when it comes to this.
Yeah, hard pass on that. Sadie just dropped the link for you guys. We're still running our $40 off our yearly membership. So this is our Black Friday special. If you were already here at the beginning of the live, then you heard my spiel. But this is like our best deal. So like we just randomly decided during Prime Day deals that we were gonna offer this. So best deal of the year, but in the middle of the summer. So if you guys are on the fence, this is a really good time to join. You can join the community. We've got Facebook groups, private exclusive content for members only, lots of good stuff. So Carol says, when I have to hand place something like the C, it always reminds me of the board game Operation.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a fun game. I haven't played Operation in so long.
So I'm gonna do it a little different this time to show you all a different way to use the parchment paper. Is you can pull it off a little at a time and then just roll it on as you go. Except don't do what I just did and put your hand on your stuff.
Megan says, my baby starts her senior year on August 18th, and I just don't know if I can handle it. That's crazy.
My mama heart can't think about that yet.
I know. I just feel like it's just going to go by so fast, and I'm just not emotionally prepared for, like, my baby's birthday will be 1 in like 4 months, and I've just been mentally preparing myself since she was born. I'm like, she's going to get old. I can't handle it.
Oh,
what?
I lost some dots to my freezer paper. And an S.
That's weird.
It's never done this to you before.
Do
It's
you
okay.
think it's because you're reusing it?
It's okay. Look, we got this.
Yeah, girl, whip them tweezers out and place it. Whip them out.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place all of this down anyway.
Yeah, because you can go back in and put those
Oh,
on there.
absolutely. We're going to burnish all of this.
And these larger than matte projects, they can be tedious.
They can be tedious and they can be tough, but it is a labor of love.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very good results though. Like, I feel like this looks like you bought it off of Etsy or something. Like, it looks
Right.
very profesh to me.
Can they see me working? Okay. So we're gonna try not to lose anything else.
I think we need to zoom our overhead camera out a little bit. I feel like it's way closer than it used to be, which we may have zoomed it in like for a project or something, like to film. A little close. Ooh, looks so good.
Okay. Let's make sure we don't lose anything else. Trying to be easy. Oh,
So-
we lost another dot.
Did people do this, like, is this new? People doing these little boards, or like have people been doing this for a long time? Because I feel like it's kind of a new thing, but I'm like a new mom, so.
I feel like people have been doing it for a little while, only because, I mean, I did it for Asher with pre-K. So I've done it for Asher since he first started pre-K at 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna come in here and place my S for is. Then we're gonna grab this. I'm missing these 3 dots, so I'm gonna pick them up off of here.
I remember my mom taking our pictures before school, but we didn't have like a board.
Oh, honey, I held up my Lisa Frank binder every year.
Oh man, Lisa Frank binders. I forgot the zippy ones. And you could put all your stuff in there. They had like rulers that matched.
And actually what I'm gonna do, because I don't need this whole big thing of paper, or transfer tape, I'm gonna cut me a little corner off of it, stick it to my table over there, and I'm just gonna do this with these 2 little dots, varnish them down, pick them back up so that they're even.
I feel like I want a Lisa Frank binder. Like now, currently, in this moment, as a 30-year-old woman. I mean, why not?
I stand for it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, who's telling me I can't? Nobody. Nobody. Society. But I'm going to do it anyways.
Okay.
It looks so cute. I love that.
I know. So now we are going to I'm going to show you guys how I like to put my different color vinyls together. And I'm going to cut out this little portion here. This is part of the pencil that I must have dropped somewhere. So I'm going to weed this little guy out. Now what I'm going to do, once again, using the transfer tape that I just used, I'm going to cut a strip that's going to be large enough to hold the pencil, place it back over to the side with everything else that it picked up along the way. Okay, we're gonna take this off of our mat, throw our mat down. Now, what I do here, can they see that? Is that in the center? Okay, what I like to do is I like to start with the center of my pencil. That way I can place this down. We're going to burnish it.
Jennifer says, as an almost 40-year-old, I still love Lisa Frank.
Yes,
so Jennifer gets it.
Those who get it, get it.
Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, don't.
Okay. We're gonna pull up that middle portion. So now we know that we need to cut, or we need to place this. Now this cut separately than my little charcoal or lead point, so it's already on there. Keep this that the yellow part of the pencil came off of. Now what you're going to do is you're going to line up the pencil with the point, burnish it down, peel her up. Then we're going to start with the back end of the pencil. We are going to, can they still see? Okay. We are going to lay it down, burnish it, peel her off. And then finally, we're gonna put on our eraser, lay it down, burnish it, peel it up. And then that way I still have my backing that is long enough that I can place this pencil back down and set it to the side until I'm ready to place it on my board. So now we're gonna go back over to Design Space just so I can see exactly where all of my pieces go. We're gonna cancel our cut. And then, so we have the large pencil that goes down here at the date. So we'll go back overhead. I've already placed this one together. We're gonna burnish it really good. And then I'm going to peel it up. And this is really, like, if you don't like this down here, if you think it needs to go there or you want to put it somewhere else, if you don't feel like you have enough room, you can put it, honestly, wherever you want. Like, this is what I love about this is, you know, when it all cuts separate, you can place it where you think it looks best.
I love it. The colors that we use in this are so cute. They're
It's
like
not
classic
funny.
school colors.
Yes.
Love it.
Now we're gonna go with our ruler.
I'm trying to find Lisa Frank binders, you guys. All they have are stickers and notebooks, which I could settle.
So I remember my kindergarten picture, the day I started kindergarten. I had on black Levi shorts that came down to my knees, mind you. Hiking boots with my white socks out of the top, a white shirt with a red bow, and my seal, like an animal, like a seal, Lisa Frank binder.
Oh, it had a seal on it.
It had a seal, and we didn't start school until September when I was in kindergarten.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because it was cold, and I was mad at my mom for making me wear shorts because I was cold.
Oh my gosh, that was for when?
That's a core memory for me.
Was that, you said that was when? Your kindergarten?
My kindergarten, yeah.
Oh.
That was a core memory for me.
One time, one day for picture day, I washed my hair with baby oil in the 4th grade. And my hair was like slicked back. I had it like half up, half down, and it was slick. And you can see the light reflecting off of it in the picture. You can see how shiny my hair is. And like, I look really cute. Luckily, I looked put together because I would have looked so gross because my hair was so like oily looking. So.
That sounds like it would be back in fashion. You know what? It does. Mm-hmm. It does. I could probably wear, but Megan, you also have to imagine, I need to find this picture and I should share it on our Facebook group. My mom was really into the Farrah Fawcett bangs. So like my bangs went like way over the, I mean, they were huge. My bangs were huge, which once again, sounds like it would be in style now.
Mine went, Mom would take a comb and like weave in between, and she would curl one back and one forward. Ooh. And so I like had the Shania Twain bangs, which love Shania Twain. That was my girl. Growing up, I was obsessed.
Okay, so now that we have all of this placed, remember when we put first day of, so we're gonna pull this down and I'm gonna try my best. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lay out where I want everything first before placing it down, because this one is the one where it could get tricky. Now, I know I have another pencil, but where did, oh, there it is. What I was fixing to say, that would be fun. I want you all to share your fondest school memory.
Yes.
What is your your fondest school memory, or what you remember the most and love the most and or miss even? I think that's good.
I miss the baked potato bar in high school.
Baked potato bar. Okay.
Did you have a baked potato bar?
Listen, honey, I went to no. So I went to a high school. My graduating class, I had 62 kids in my graduating class. Thankfully, our lunch ladies still cooked home-cooked meals. Like
That's amazing.
We got like home-cooked, like fried chicken, real mashed potatoes, fresh homemade yeast rolls. Like, oh yeah, we still had good lunch.
That's amazing.
We still had good. So I think after doing this, what I'm gonna do before I place the first day of school or the first day of, I think I wanna place my pencils first so that I know that I have a little bit more room. So we're going to do our pencils, and you could measure. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to place my pencils, and then I'm gonna measure where I placed this pencil, and then I'll place the other pencil.
I'm trying to find a photo of my Shania Twain bangs for you guys. I feel like I have one somewhere.
Okay.
So someone's asking the chalkboard. We got it from Hobby Lobby, and I want to say half off, it was $30. So I think normally it's about 50 or 60, and then we got it on a discount week at Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
And their favorite time was getting out of school. Their favorite fondest school memory was getting out of school. I mean,
I can see that. I can see that.
Megan said she went to a country school and had the best playground. We played house in an old sheep wagon. It was amazing. That sounds good. That sounds like a good old country time in an old sheep wagon.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna, no, I'm not. I'm gonna just do the 1 inch mark right here. Y'all, I'm really trying to keep this in view so you can see it, and also so I can get it straight. If I was not on a live, I have no lies to tell, I would probably just slap it on wherever. I know that sounds terrible.
You can still just slap it on.
But I normally eyeball everything.
Me too. I do not measure.
I don't normally eyeball everything.
Lauren, I don't even know if I measure it on a live either, which is bad. But if I measure things, they're off. If I eyeball them, they're like perfect. So for me, the measuring thing throws me off. I'm like, I cannot. Now, in Design Space, I need everything lined up perfectly.
Oh, absolutely.
But, like, in real, I don't.
Carol says yeast rolls. Yes, y'all, that was my favorite day. That was the day when we got yeast rolls at school.
Oh, we haven't even eaten lunch today yet, have we?
No.
I forgot.
No, we haven't. So once again, I'm going to reuse my transfer tape, but I'm gonna cut it to the size that I need. Have you noticed that we tend to either melodically say or sing a lot of what we do?
We sing a lot around here, good and bad. Lauren and Sadie can sing. I, on the other hand, cannot.
Lauren cannot sing. Sadie can sing.
You can too sing. I've heard you. I know.
Awesome playground, getting out of school.
I don't remember I mean, I liked playing on the playground, but like, that wasn't my first thought when I thought of like school memories. But I guess I did. I mean, I loved going to play on the playground.
Okay. We're going to pray for the best with this.
Prayers.
Because we have to leave enough room for the name at the top and the apples. And for it to say, actually, I'm going to go back. Let's go back to Design Space, Sadie. And we're going to kind of eyeball where this goes, how close it goes to the first day. I like this. Do we like this? I like this. It's going down.
I can't see
it went
over
down.
here.
It don't matter. It's down. I liked it. I went with it. Y'all, that's the one thing that I have discovered is when you're crafting, a lot of times your gut instinct and feelings of where it looks the best is better than like worrying about it and measuring and everything else.
Right.
See, look at that.
Oh,
Would you just look at it?
So stinking cute.
So stinking cute. Okay, now we're gonna put our apples on and then we're gonna be done.
Would you look at them apples?
How about them apples?
Oh, that is cute. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just love it.
If this comes up missing, just look at my, you just need to go to my house because it'll probably be there. Yep. And then the last one. Oh, I need to come on this side to make sure it looks good.
Kathy says we had pizza day with pizza from the local pizza place and also burger days from McDonald's.
What?
Every other day, everyone brought lunch.
Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
The private school I graduated from has now been Chick-fil-A for their meals.
What?
Oh, what?
And we're
Every
done.
meal? Ooh, that looks so cute.
Yay! I love it.
That looks so cute.
What do y'all think? And then we don't have any chalk markers, do we?
No. Well, we might have some out there. I would have to dig for them, but.
This would be so, like, using the chalk markers and being able to do your own handwriting or letting the kids write it in. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
When I do Asher's, I make him write in what he wants to be when he grows up so I can see how his handwriting changes and progresses every year.
That's so cute.
I love it. Okay.
I love it.
Shoo-wee! That was a long one.
1:30, but we made it. That was a really, listen, if y'all are still here, we still have the same amount of people watching now as we did in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me bring this over here.
So
Megan says that legit looks store-bought.
It does look
That
store-bought.
is literally our goal as I sit here behind it.
I mean, 10 out of 10. That is fresh.
I love it.
So good.
And it's so, now, I understand the design portion part. You may have to go back and rewatch with the slicing and the contouring and everything else and the lining up. Yes, it can get overwhelming.
Don't let it intimidate you to the point where you won't do it, though, because you don't have to do it exactly how you did it.
No.
And you can do it on something smaller if you feel like something smaller is less overwhelming than doing this big board.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I mean, that just looks so good.
I love it.
Love.
And actually, yeah.
What?
Sounds good. We're not gonna confuse people.
So does anybody have any questions before we hop off? We know this has been a super long live, but we're still running this special today. If you're on the fence and you've been watching us today and you want to do this and you want to be a member, we're doing the $40 off. Your grandfathered in at that price. And yeah, it's just code BEST when you check out.
Yay!
So let's see, Jennifer, I'm now on my mission to create my own Lisa Frank inspired binder. Listen.
If you make one, I will send you my address and I will send you money.
Yes, we want one. I carry a notebook around here and now I'm like, only Lisa Frank notebooks from here on out.
Nothing else will do, period.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
All right, well, I guess we should hop off here so you guys aren't like, oh my gosh.
They won't stop talking. So if you are a member, make sure you catch us tomorrow in our Facebook group for the members member only live. You do not want to miss it at all.
It's very cute.
Is that still at 1:30?
We're gonna double check.
Yes. So at 12, 1, 1:30.
Around lunchtime.
Lunchtime. But we're also premiering. We moved up the tooling leather, so we're premiering that on Facebook.
On YouTube.
YouTube tomorrow. It's not live. It's an organic, which means that it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that one out too, because I really think you all are going to enjoy. If you all don't have any other questions. Oh, Carol said, so worth the time for the inspiration, motivation, and education. You are welcome. We love you all so much, and we love showing up for you guys and bringing you all these crafts. And we will see you in the next one.